In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 basic drops that we can use when we're trying to throw the ball from shotgun. The main things when we're talking about footwork in any type of pass concept is that we want to have good timing and good body posture. So the first one that we're going to talk about is a one-step drop, where I catch the ball and I'm going to do a one-step where my body is going to be lined up to where I'm trying to throw the ball because I'm trying to get it out as quickly as I can. So that one-step drop, I catch the ball, I'm trying to align my back hip and front hip to where I'm trying to throw with my shoulder in that same position. I want to be as lined up as I can to try and get the ball out as quickly as I can. I want to make sure that I'm in a good body posture with my feet just outside my hips, make sure that I'm in a tall position with the ball in the middle of the chest so that I'm able to actually initiate and throw. And I can do that all the way across the field. So if I'm in a position I catch, I'm going to go this way and turn and make sure that my hip is facing this way if I'm throwing to the right. If I'm throwing straight, I'm going to want to be more straight on this way. Or if I'm throwing to the left, I want to try and turn this way. So going to my left, I'm not going to be as rotated. I'm just going to make sure my hip gets in a position to be able to throw there. I can also add in a punch step, which is a 2-step drop, where I'm able to give a little bit more time for the receivers to get into their routes. So I'll move my left foot first if I'm a right-handed quarterback, so left and then right and then turn. So it's still the same concept as a one-step drop, but I'm gonna move my left foot first, and I'm not actually gonna open and rotate with that. So as you can see here straight on, I'm gonna move it straight back and then turn to be able to get my body in that position to be able to throw. It just gives me a little bit more time to be able to read what the defense is doing and let the receivers get into their routes a little bit more. The last one that we can do, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's a sliding one-step where I'm giving more time and giving my body the fastest position to be able to throw the ball. So I go into a sliding one-step here where I slide that right foot back and then reestablish my base where I'm ready to throw it right off of that move. So as I go, it's the same concept as trying to get my hip to where I'm throwing, but I'm sliding and creating a position where my base is set by the time I'm ready to throw, versus having to kind of manipulate or move my weight too much. So I can still do this all the way across the field where I slide and then adjust my hip to where I'm throwing. If I want to go straight on, it's straight here, straight on this way. If I want to go left, same concept. I'm just not going to open up my right hip as much. So I'm here, and then I position my hip in wherever I'm throwing. We just want to make sure that we have good timing and make sure that our body is ready to throw. One coaching point is that after we get through our drop, we might not be able to throw it at that point, and we have to start to move away from where the rusher is. So I'll be throwing it on the run. Or we have a designed rollout throw where I got to throw it on the run. A couple of key coaching points there is that I want to make sure that my hips are square to wherever I'm throwing. So if I'm throwing this way and the target is there, so the receiver is there, I want my hips square to them. I want my shoulder to be closed so that I can get through a full range of motion with my arm to be able to get as much power towards them as possible. Going the other way, same concept. I want to make sure that my hips are square, that my shoulder is closed, and I want to make sure that I stay fluid through my rib cage. I don't want to get stiff and try and stay straight on with everything. I want to be able to turn and then throw off of my right leg if I'm a righty, or throw off of my left leg if I'm a lefty.